Honorable Resolution number 3, Yuria Lemo.
Speaker sir, this House strongly recommends to the government to take immediate steps to stop the unjust customs of widow discrimination, widow abuse and widow isolation in the state. Though there are no registered complaints, the isolation, discrimination and abuse is taken for granted as part of custom, tradition and religious or social practice. A few villages, panchayats in Goa have taken the resolution against such outdated and inhuman customs, stating that the widow should be treated on par with married women. Steps be taken into coordination with the Director of Panchayats, Director of Municipal Administration, Goa State Women's Commission and Goa Human Rights Commission to convene Gram Sabhas of village panchayats, organize awareness meetings in every city and meetings of various NGOs to express solidarity with widow and boost the confidence of all women against such obsolete and archaic practices and mindset prevailing in the community. Government should contemplate on bringing a law to stop such unjust practices. Speaker sir, let me first say a few words on the resolution. Speaker sir, my resolution in its original form had 2 paragraphs. However, the second paragraph is deleted for reasons unknown. My only appeal to the government is to implement the order of Goa Human Rights Commission in proceeding number 358-2016. Speaker sir, the background, what has guided me to move this resolution to protect the dignity of widowed women. Speaker sir, Human Rights and Widow Practice, an article by social worker and writer Naman Dwaskar. This article is in Marathi. I am placing the same on the table of the House. This will clarify what is meant by widow abuse, which forms a part of this resolution. Second, 1 year of struggle against inhuman widow practices. An article by social worker Pramod Zingde in Marathi weekly Sadhana. I am also placing this on the table of the House. This will clarify what is meant by widow abuse and widow discrimination, which forms a part of this resolution. Speaker sir, the work of the NGO We, an organization which was working to build awareness against the inhuman widow practices and protect the dignity of women. The treatment meted out to women on death of a husband during the time of the funeral is the most uncivilized attack on human dignity. In addition, a widow faces social isolation after the death of her husband. These are restrictions on movement, and in any religious or family rituals, widows are almost treated as untouchables. They are expected to hide themselves rather than be seen. The death of husband could happen due to any reasons, because it can be due to COVID, it can be due to road accidents, due to sickness, due to heart attack or cancer. The woman should not and does not lose the status of being the wife of a deceased husband. Yes. Speaker sir, I take this opportunity to congratulate the organization and the NGO We and the social workers who are working to build awareness against these inhuman practices. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the village panchayats in Goa, though they are quite few in numbers, who have shown the courage to pass a resolution against such discriminatory practices. I appeal to all my colleagues in the State Assembly to support this resolution and pass the same unanimously. Speaker sir, widows are in a minority. Widowed women are around 10 to 15%, the total population of our state. That 15% hai. I am looking at minority not on the basis of religion, but on the basis of the voiceless numbers. They do not raise their voice due to the power of the majority to silence them. They are weak and therefore voiceless. As legislators, it is our duty to stand with such voiceless minority. This House should stand with the weak and the voiceless. This House should stand to protect the dignity of women and the dignity of widows. I also wish to make a few things clear. There are some who raise the issue of public sentiment. They say that public sentiment should be examined. Let us be clear that we as legislators should not be with inhuman, unconstitutional and discriminatory practices. Such practices cannot be allowed on the ground of public sentiment. There are some who say that this is a religious issue. My reply is that here we are come not to reform religion, but to reform the democratic society. I believe that all religion and all religious leaders would be on one platform when it comes to such discriminatory practices against women. That does not mean that as legislators we should be part of this platform. I received, Speaker Sir, some messages. There were some fillers. Some gave me advice saying that I am a Christian and I should not move this resolution. Yes. To all of them, I want to make it clear that I am born in a Christian family, but I am not a Christian MLA. Let me repeat, I am born in a Christian family, but I refuse to accept that I am a Christian MLA. I am an MLA. I stand for Goa and Goans. Speaker Sir, Goa is the only state in India which has the common civil code. And this gives equal right to men and women. Let us follow this unique law and ensure that all the men and women get equal rights and are treated without any discrimination. I know it is difficult to change the mindsets of the society. At least we as legislators, as lawmakers and as public men can empower the NGOs and social workers who are struggling to protect and guard the dignity of widows. That is what I expect and I ask for through this resolution. Speaker Sir, we talk of Ladli Lakshmi. My question is, does a widow cease to be a Lakshmi? Speaker Sir, we talk of Nari Shakti. Does a widow lose the Shakti? So this is all, Speaker Sir. Thank you, Speaker Sir.
Yes.